Hey everybody, welcome to the Wealth Press midweek video market update. The future of wealth. Lance, welcome.
Thanks for having me, James. Good to see you.
You bet. You too, Lance. Lots of volatility, lots of opportunity, lots of money being made in this market, despite the indicators all flashing red as if a disaster is about to strike. But let's ignore the economic information because that's what the market's telling us to do. Where are we making money today?
James, you're completely right about markets are moving, not caring about economic indicators. I was just talking for about an hour to some traders and talking to my research guy right next to me, and it feels like retail is just throwing money at stocks, hoping something sticks, and everything is just going up. I feel like I'm missing out, not participating positions when I don't want to buy a stock up 10, 15% on the day. But guess what? They continue to go up. It's crazy right now. There's really no other way to put it. I can know I'm buying a bad stock or a bad company and I'm chasing, but you're getting rewarded for doing so. And
getting rewarded for bad behavior seems to be a theme in markets.
It's so hard.
Let me ask you this. Which sector is most consistently delivering upside on an incrementally and continuous basis against all of the economic and even their own financial data? Which ones are the most reliable deliverers of value on the day-to-day?
Oh man, James. So you're asking really good questions. And I mean, I do apologize right now. I mean, there's just so much option flow coming in that it's like I'm just staring at my screens like I cannot believe more flows coming in. You have such a bid in growth stocks, and we've continued to see growth outperform, and that growth has continued no matter what has happened. You could look at Zoom or Roku or Slack, these work from home stocks that people were saying, oh, well, once people go back to work, these stocks will cool off. They haven't. You're consistently seeing growth outperform, but I will say you're starting to have rotation into value stocks. When we look at value stocks, we're looking at usually like Bank of America, financials, Pfizer, Verizon, your kind of your boring stocks, Johnson and Johnson. I think that's where you're going to start seeing rotation into to get away from some of these tech or growth names. And that could possibly be a sector that if you feel like you've missed out on this run up of 30, 40% in some stocks, if you're a portfolio manager, you can have return in value stocks because they're not on their highs just yet. So I think that's where there's a play. And if the market to be honest, I think if the market continues to go up, you'll have pretty much everything go up too. It's just where can you make the most money in the shortest amount of time? And I think that's actually going to be growth right now. And I think a lot of people aren't thinking that way.
What kind of names in particular?
I like your growth stocks like Pfizer. I like names like at&t. I mean, how boring is that? I like some banks actually. Bank of America, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, especially too as the economy starts coming back. I guess we could say that, or as the banks that were all doom and gloom with the whole coronavirus fears, that starts going away. or you could just look at the ETF IVE, which is the value ETF. That's a basket of stocks right there. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking. I keep staring at United Airlines to my left, and taking a dice roll on some airliners even are, they're moving. Save, JetBlue, Delta, United. They're moving, and I think they're moving because people are saying, "All right, we could travel again." And even though JetBlue came out yesterday and said we're not seeing a demand in corporate travel, I just think you have a lot of folks that are like, "Hey, we're sick of being at home. We're gonna leave the house and visit family or go on that vacation to the beach." People were tired, I think, of being locked down. And car rental companies, Avis Budget, I mean, that stock's up 30% in a week. It's crazy. It's crazy. And
That's so
I can't
bizarre. Avis
justify
and
it.
Budget. Yeah, it's
Pardon
so
me?
bizarre. Avis and Budget are going up even as Hertz declares bankruptcy. Hertz declares bankruptcy. It's
Yeah, exactly. Take all logic, and I want to be clear on this because there's a lot of smart people in this industry, um, a lot of smart minds, but you really have to take logic and toss it out the window right now, and that's very difficult to do and to think that way. But it's not about being right or wrong; it's about making money, right?
you're right. You bet. So Lance, is this something that you expect to continue through the summer? I mean, typically we expect to see liquidity dry up a bit as the sell in May and go away mentality kicks in for those who have had the good fortune to make money. But this year is an extraordinary year on many fronts. So is this a year where we're going to see one of those years where the S&P and the Dow and NASDAQ all surge crazily higher, given the vast amounts of liquidity that has been created by the Fed stimulus programs?
Really good points. And I think a lot of people get confused with retail money and institutional money, right? And as you brought about the stimulus point, it put money into the average Joe's pocket, right? So retail investors or traders. And now they're seeing, hey, that Carnival Cruise Line stock used to be 40 a share, now it's 15 a share. Let me buy some. And they're looking at JetBlue. Wow, JetBlue was 19 a share, now it's 10 a share. Let me buy some. So you're having kind of this dumb money, retail money. I don't mean to insult anyone out there at home, but they're putting money in equities and they're getting rewarded and they're outperforming hedge funds. They're outperforming institutional money. While your hedge fund guys are out there saying, well, we're going to retest the March lows. Well, guess what? We rallied 30+% from where they said that. So you have actually institutional money, I think, on the sidelines who are scared to get in the market, while retail is so far winning and winning massively over those hedge funds. And your whole sell in May was the best month the stock market has seen. And I don't know how many years, maybe even ever. And so far in June, we haven't seen any slowdown. I think eventually you're going to have institutional money saying, dang, S&P now is up on the year, or if we do get up on the year and we don't have exposure to some of these names, we need to start putting capital to work, and that can draw another leg higher. I don't know what can cause the market to go down either. With everything going on in the world, the futures every night, and that's where we're seeing the moves in the overnight market. So in the futures market, we're seeing incredible moves overnights in the futures market to the upside. So therefore, when the US stock market opens, we're up 20, 30 points in the S&P, and it just continues. There's really no selling. Who's buying? Fed, the Saudis, central banks. Who knows? Sorry, didn't mean to hit you. Who knows who's buying? But it doesn't matter because markets are going up.
Right. All right, Lance. Well, let's just keep riding the good times and ignoring the economic data. And I don't know about you, but I'm enjoying this time in fantasy land because I am making money like crazy, ignoring all of my instincts, suppressing my financial, or my fundamental indicators, and just throwing caution to the wind completely. I found that the best investment strategy today is to throw caution to the wind.
Yep.
And take a chance on the wildest stuff.
Yeah, you really, you have to get, like you said, that fundamental strategy. And again, everything that most traders, investors are brought up to, dissect companies, look at economic indicators. You have to remove that, toss it out the window. And I chatted with Wealth Press TV yesterday, and it's not about being right or wrong. It's about making money, and that's it. And you can be right all you want on the economy and have any opinion, but if your account and you're not making money, how do you fix that? And so far, the market it's rewarding people who don't care about fundamentals, and it can for the next month, 2 months, year, 10 years, who knows? But you got to follow price. Price is moving up right now.
All right, Lance, let's leave it there for now. We'll come back to you. We'll see you at the roundtable on Monday, I hope, and good trading.
Thanks, James. Always great chatting with you.